Queensland and NSW are once again caught in the eye of the storm, with wild weather patterns sparking warnings for giant hail in excess of 5 centimeters, heavy downpours, damaging winds, flash flooding and fallen trees today. It follows last night's storms which unleashed hail, gusting winds and deluges in northern NSW and particularly in southeast Queensland where thousands were left without power. Wild weather about to strike NSW and Queensland again. The weather about to lash the east coast today is the result of an upper low pressure system creating the kind of unstable atmosphere which Bureau of Meteorology senior meteorologist Dean Naramore said had the potential to generate an isolated supercell. That's where you can see giant hail and destructive winds, he said. Giant hail is classified as being in excess of 5 centimeters, larger than the diameter of a golf ball, 3 centimeters. Naramore said severe storms had already lashed the east coast from Emerald and central Queensland down to Sydney in the last 24 hours, leaving tree damage north of the border in Boonah, 2 centimeters hailstones lashing the Warwick area and larger accumulations of smaller hailstones in NSW's north overnight. The last few days have been pretty typical, he said. Australia's storm season runs roughly from September to January, with its peak set to lash the east coast throughout November. Some of those storms will have supercells, which means 90 km/h destructive winds and large hail. Strong wind warnings are already in place today across the east coast from Byron Bay south to the Illawarra coast, while flood warnings have been issued across catchments in Queensland, NSW and Victoria. While the low-pressure system is set to move from the NSW coast out to sea on Thursday, another upper low-pressure system is set to move into southeast Australia over the weekend, bringing further showers and even more isolated thunderstorms, this time across much of NSW and Victoria. It will closely follow moderate to major flooding across large tracts of inland NSW where a number of catchments, such as the Namoi River, are already oversaturated. The good news is for the next 3 to 5 days we won't be getting much more rain inland as the rain goes coastal, Naramore said. However, sporadic falls in the area into mid-next week had the potential to prolong the sodden inland situation. They are very slow-moving floodwaters, so it will go on many days, if not weeks, he said.